So the first things first, let's peep game, right? I said all along, people were calling Kanye a stalker, and listen, this isn't defense of Kanye. I believe he was hurt. I believe he was trying to publicly humiliate Kim's boyfriend. I believe all that. I also believe that Kim wasn't taking him that seriously. She was letting the publicity go. And I also believe that Pete Skeet was also in on it, and he actually just didn't care. He found it funny, even if you say, okay, fine, it wasn't a plot for publicity, 1 for Yeezy stuff and 2 for Kim, Skeet was fine with it. So I always said, how y'all more mad about this mess than the people actually involved? Perhaps they know something you don't. But you know what? Let's tell them what we do know now. Let's educate y'all. Y'all ready for this? Before we do, hit the like, subscribe, and if you really about that like, hit that notification bell so you can get all the juice on time. But y'all know I post a bunch of times a day, so if you don't want to notify, just keep checking back. You know the search in YouTube. Okay, now let's get to the questions, and then I'm going to give you the background and connect all the dots for the people in the back. Still talking about Kanye's the next OJ. Really? Anyway, right? Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for saying these things and these narratives literally put out by TMZ and Radar Online. And why one commenter point out, we're saying all this stuff, but Kim has neither either publicly or in court ever said she felt threatened, harassed, intimidated, or anything like that. And Kim saying, oh my God, why can't you let this play out privately? But I see your idea of private as letting this play. You were really just mad that Kanye was ruining your plot and storyline, and it was literally playing out in public and nobody was going to watch this Hulu show. That's what you were worried about, because you're fine to put everything in your Hulu show, but Kanye was wrong for putting it on Instagram. Now it makes sense. And this is not in defense of Kanye, but now what he was arguing actually makes sense. Talking about, wait a second, so you can put stuff on YouTube, you can put stuff on TMZ, you can put stuff on Radar, but I can't put stuff on Instagram. That makes me a weirdo. I'm waiting for these cries of Kim being a weirdo and hurting the kids. And what about the kids? Because she's literally talking about this on her show, making it a plot line, making it a plot, and also giving interviews about it, right? And this is the one thing I'm going to say. Yes, Kanye is emotional. Yes, he gets loud. But you think somebody ripping you apart just because they're talking in a calm voice makes it better? Literally, y'all, those are the type of people that literally will let somebody spit in their face and let them say it's raining just because they say it with a smile on their face. But let's get into Kim and how she exposes this little plot. Seriously, D.L. Hooley, Sean, whatever his name is, the one that's always getting sued for being fraudulent, right? All them coming out. And here's the thing, I found it so insulting for women that actually were being stalked, women actually that do feel in fear for their life, women that have to go to the shelters to hide from these men. I literally did feel offended on their part, because it's like, y'all ain't never come out to speak on anybody's behalf like you did this, but all of a sudden this person gets so much sympathy. We can talk about why later, when at the end of the day, she never publicly came out and said she had a problem. She just let her mouthpieces, TMZ, start a narrative. And from that narrative, y'all were jumping into people's comments crazy, talking about, oh my God, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're a weirdo. No, you're the weirdo that you're actually not using actual thought. But you know what? Let's get into this. Okay, I'm done. Oh my, I told you so. His cryptic messages. Oh my God. Anyway, now, there were a bunch of separate interviews because there is a big launch for Kim's Hulu series. All right. Kris Jenner said that she realizes what was so special about Kim and them is that they are the products. They are the commodity. Their life is the product and the commodity. This is the first thing I've always known about them, and this is what you guys need to realize whenever you view anything coming from the Kardashian camp. The only thing I trust as being real is whatever they put into legal documents. To me, that is what's real to me, and it's what's real to them. So you have to realize their personal life is a product. Now, look at this. This custody issue that was so private that everybody needs to stop talking about, that she's texting Kanye, why do you have to make everything public? The interviewer literally said, when I watched the first episode, I didn't know what to expect in regards to Kanye. You began filming the show in September 2020. So obviously a lot of this was shot before your divorce proceedings started playing out in the public eye. And in the first episode, you two seemed to have a great, close relationship. Now, I'll tell you one thing. They had a great close relationship because around that time, Kim and Kanye, there were rumors, even through TMZ, that they were possibly reconciling. From that, Kanye made Kim the star of his Donda 2 tour. He helped her with Saturday Night Live, and he literally was the artistic director for her Balenciaga campaign that made her the star. I wonder why they had a close relationship. Now, you can say, oh, Kim was just scared for her life, but out of respect for her to lovingly co-parent. Girl, no, Tattle Tells and Tattle Mells, that's not what happened. She wanted Kanye. And listen, I'm not saying Kanye's not a narcissist. I'm not saying he wasn't a cheater. I'm not saying none of that, right? I'm not saying neither of them weren't cheaters because they both have rumors about that. What I am saying is there was still some way that Kanye was useful to Kim. And it's funny that when he was useful to her, they didn't have a problem with their relationship. That's all I'm saying. Now get this, right? The article continues, the interviewer continues saying, I don't want to assume anything, but it appears that things have changed on the show. Are you going to show more what's going on currently with you and Kanye? Or is that a topic that's still off limits since it's so personal? Kim goes on to say, and this is where you have to peep game. You know what? I share a lot of myself. But as far as any details, I think that you might see my family just concerned with me. Now, to me, and I know reality TV, what does that mean? Kim's gonna be sitting there like, I don't know what to do, mommy. And Chloe and her dumb self is gonna be like, Kanye is doing this, he's doing that. Everybody's gonna be weighing in, giving their opinion on Kanye, basically calling him the next OJ. While Kim's gonna be like, that's my kid's father, and I don't want to say anything. But here's the thing that I peep game. If you really didn't want to say anything and you wanted to keep things private, just how you wanted Kanye, or you said you wanted him, to remove those posts, you can edit because you guys now run shit and you have complete editorial control on this new Hulu series. You could have edited all that out and nobody would have saw anything. But that's not it because this is another plot line. Kanye is your life. Besides Kanye and those posts, right? Davidson, mama, what else do you have going on in your life? Nobody wants you to sit there and watch you eat a salad from Simple Greens for 30 minutes. I'm sorry, we just don't. And nobody wants you to sit there and be like, you guys, nobody does. The reality is, we're always family. We always will have love and respect for each other. This is Kim saying that currently, not months ago, but currently after Kanye West literally flipped out online. I told y'all, how the hell y'all more upset than the person that's going through it? Do you think she might know something y'all don't? Anyway, right? And even if there's more moments where it might seem like that, there are many more moments, and even though there's moments where it might not seem like that, there's many more moments that are super positive. Many more moments. You notice that all this slander about Kanye being weird, crazy, unhinged was around the time Kim was trying to get him to sign papers to be single and also give up rights that he didn't want to give up. Now, he lost on some, but he won on a lot too. And for those of y'all that don't believe me, go and look at the court docs. The joint assets, the property, and the prenup. And everybody's saying, oh, it's an ironclad prenup. It's an ironclad prenup that hasn't been entered into court, babe. It hasn't been entered in as evidence. So it hasn't been ratified. It's still not valid. Now, it could be ratified, but it's still not valid. Issues of these joint assets that everybody swear don't exist, but the court system swears they exist. Joint properties, right? Money that Kanye invested and that Kim might have invested too, and child custody, all are going to be worked out at a later hearing. But let's get into this interview and the more BS. What's Kim's way of justifying the fact that you can make a whole Hulu series putting your co-parenting relationship on blast, but Kanye's wrong for putting up some Instagram post, right? And that he's the next OJ. Oh, let's talk about the way Kim learned to cover everything with niceties, right? The thing is, right? I do think it's important for people to see things aren't perfect all the time, but that they can get better. And it's not that I'm trying to just put out one thing in the world and not share, oh, now you're sharing your journey, because Kanye can't share on his Instagram, but it's important that you share with Hulu this plot line. All right, girl. Y'all, whoever believed Kim's BS and TMZ's line, y'all should feel real dumb right now. But get this, right? And there are definitely moments where I've been tested myself. Things might take a turn, and they always get back to good. And I would probably share that. Listen, but we haven't gotten to We haven't gotten to those episodes yet. And I would never say anything without communicating first and having that open dialogue. So listen, you're going to communicate on camera. You're going to have that open dialogue. Now, for those of y'all that will say, Tisha, she says we haven't gotten to those episodes yet. Yeah, because they have the film footage. They haven't edited those future episodes. They are still editing the show, but trust and believe that it's going to be in there. She goes on to say, I truly believe I can show that I might be frustrated and I can express that just like I'm expressing to you. The show's very documentary style and we break the fourth wall a lot. I look at the cameras a lot and I say, listen, my kids will see this one day. Am I frustrated? Am I feeling this? Am I feeling that? Yes. But all these emotions are temporary. As long as I have the kids' best interest, that's all I can focus on and that's all I care to share. But we do see a lot of our co-parenting journey, which I think is going to be really beautiful to see. Y'all, Kim just gave up the plot. Remember I said it's so odd that if Kim wanted to shut down Kanye's Instagram rants, she could. And she could like that. And I know that, and she knew that, and Kanye knew that, and they chose not to. Why? We see now. Because even though she literally talked down, and everybody was saying Kanye was a psycho for being on his Instagram, Kim is just fine to show it on her show. And if anybody thinks it's okay for her to make a whole goddamn reality show about her truth, but Kanye was a psycho, a stalker, the next OJ for venting out, which is a very painful experience with his divorce, and that makes him a thing. I want to see the thick pieces on that. I want to see saying Kim's hurting the children. I want to see all that, because anything less than that is you being a hypocrite. And you know what they say, and the gates of heaven, the hypocrites will be the ones left out, because those are the worst types of people. Y'all, pick a side, and here's what I'm saying. I drag Kim just like I drag Kanye. But one thing I want to say from everybody saying that Kanye was a stalker, abusive, harassing, hurting the kids, all this stuff, save that same energy for Kim Kardashian, because that's what she's about to do, put it on blast. But because she does it under some MAC 38C warm foundation and a 50-inch weave and a pretty little smile and a soft-spoken Calabasas accent, seems like there's a lot of forgiveness in the world for people like that. All right, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.